Evening all. Thank you. How you all doing? It's warm, isn't it? Can we all take a nice... Can you hear me? Can we all take a nice deep stretch? Let me demonstrate. And then just bring a smile to our faces. Oh, yeah. This has been a hot night, hasn't it? And maybe look to the person next to you and say hi. It's good to stretch. Part of being creative is about us stretching, and we might stretch when we get up in the morning, we might stretch if we're in a yoga class or dancing, or we might stretch if we want to get comfy on the sofa with our loved one. So what I'm going to be chatting to you tonight is about expressing your creative soul. Oh yeah, baby, let's get deep. So first of all, everyone here is absolutely unique, and I'm over the moon about it. But let's break this down. What is expression of your creative soul? Well, in simplistic terms, the word expression is a yearning. It's an absolute yearning within you to convey feelings and thoughts into words, deeds, and actions. And as human beings, this is innate to who we are, to be expressing ourselves. So I love that these talks are called inspiring, because we're taking stuff in, aren't we? Like a lovely deep breath. Oh yeah. We're taking it into our souls, we're taking it into our brains, taking it into our hearts, and hopefully toddling off and putting these into practice in our life. But what I want to talk about is that long breath out. Oh. You know, it feels really yummy, it feels really good. So what is our soul? Well, hey, this is only a 10-minute talk. It's not going to be a whole day, but just the simplistic terms, it's the infinite essence that's deep within us. Now, this is going to totally transcend our personality, which is going to grow and change as we grow and change. It's going to totally transcend our character traits, which are wonderful and solid in us. But our soul is something that's really deep in us. And I love all the speakers tonight because I've learnt so much. I love Sal's connection with deeping with a breath, because I do a lot of breath work myself and for my clients. I really love other people's connections with getting in contact with their belly and in their heart. But our soul, I mean, we talk about soul music. We talk about a piece of art that's touched our soul. You know, if someone tells us a story, we might cry or have a lump in our throat. It touches our soul. And we can't put a word to it because we're not meant to really put a word to it. It's something that's so deep and innate in us that it's part of us, but it's actually completely not part of us as well. It will live on when we live on, when we pass on, if you've got a belief system, of course. So what is your creative soul? Come on now, because every single person here that I'm looking at, that I'm sensing, that I'm seeing, everyone here is a creative soul. Absolutely everyone. Whether you're consciously aware of it, you're unconsciously aware of it, whether you know it or you don't, you, each and every one of you, is a creative soul. Now, sometimes things get in the way, don't they? The mundane, the ought-tos, the being sensible, the get yourself a job, the responsibilities, be a grown-up. Don't be stupid, you're thinking of doing what? They can get in the way. So I say, fuck it, let's break free. I say we need to loosen up, people, and a lot of people here are creative and are already loosened up, but let's loosen up a bit more. I say let's risk. Let's risk expressing ourselves like all these amazing people that have got up and done the Risky Biscuit. Can we say big up to the Risky Biscuits? Because these people have rocked up tonight and just bared their souls and they've gone for it. So I love that. Big up to you too. Because you're expressing something and you're daring to just go for it. And doesn't it make you feel alive? Yeah, you might feel the fear, but it makes you feel alive. And this whole thing about expressing your creative soul, it makes us feel juicy. It's going to satisfy, yeah? Yeah? You know what I'm talking about, lady at the back. Yeah? It's going to make us feel juicy. Yeah, you do, the guy at the back there. It's going to make us... It's the stuff that's going to get our butts moving, isn't it? It's the stuff that is going to make us feel tingly from the top of our head to our fingers down to our toes. It's the stuff that's going to feel a sense of rightness. Now, what helps me to feel right is I write. Yeah? It's not even a play on words, it's too corny for that. I write and I write. I feel all right when I write. It just feels all right when you write, innit? You know? Innit? I've said the word innit. Thanks for that, because that was a joke. I said I'd say the word innit. Thank you, camera. It just feels right for me. But for you, it might be your craft work. It might be your art. It might be your music making. It might be your film making. It might be your love making. It might be your tea making. It might be your cookery. It might be your tidying up your piles of magazines. It might be any of these things. And it doesn't matter about the form, it's the function. You are expressing your creative soul and you're going to feel in a sense of alignment. So who are you? These are some of the traits that I've discovered, and they might be obvious, so I might be just repeating stuff to you, but you know, all the great teachers, they repeat stuff and eventually it sinks in. That's my theory anyway. You know, you read the book, you get the T-shirt, you do the podcast and go, yeah, I know this. And then like maybe 10 years later you go, oh man, yeah, now I know it. Yeah, I get it, I feel it in my soul. Okay. So first of all, a creative soul, you are curious. Now, you've all got to be curious because you've all come out tonight. You're listening to a bunch of friends or maybe a bunch of strangers because you are a seeker. Oh yeah. You're a seeker of your inner world as much as your outer world. Yeah? You've got a belief in your own personal growth, whatever that means for you. It might even mean your emotional growth, your mental growth, your physical well-being, and I'm going to throw it in, even your spiritual well-being, your spiritual growth. You know inside of you that there is something much more than these beautiful 5 senses in this amazing meat suit. You know it. The meat suit's great, the 5 senses are super yummy. They are, come on. But there's more to it than that, isn't there? It's the intangible, you know, it's something that you can't put your finger on, but you'll feel it, you'll know it. You know inside of you there is expression that wants to come out, that wants to be conveyed. And some of you are consciously do it. And I say, I applaud you. I give you a massive high five. I'm clapping you. You're brilliant. And some of us, you might not have a clue. And I say, what the fuck's going on? Because the more we get in alignment with our soul's expression, our creative soul, the more we're going to feel all right. And we're going to feel more than all right. We're going to feel 100% satisfied in every cell of our body. And that'll just radiate out. So it doesn't mean we have to be a famous writer or a film director or a pop star or blah, 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 and all that malarkey, which is groovy if that's what you want. But you can get that deep satisfaction which is going to benefit you, your family, your loved ones, your community, your town, the country you live in, your planet, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to continue here. You are adding to humanity here. Your soul's mission in this lifetime, and you may be on it, it's going to be your guiding light. It may be like an exocet missile that you've got to go for it. Right, I'm going to be a rock star, I'm going to get on it. Doesn't matter how many ups and downs I've got. Right, I'm definitely going to get on the handbags. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have the ups and downs and go for it. I'm going to be a dance teacher like amazing Helen Thatcher here, who's amazing with her creative expression. Or I'm going to be a fantastic cleaner, and I'm going to clean, and I'm going to bring joy and cleanliness and sparkly loveliness to people's homes. That's a good thing. So I guess what I'm saying is why the hell am I here? Sally and Graham hold a really amazing space here for people to express, to let off steam and to be seen and heard. And I feel that this is a real fundamental part of the creative soul. Part of it is that expression that wants to be heard. We're doing it now, all of us listening and speaking tonight. I know it's definitely part of mine. It's that expression, that creative expression that wants to be felt. We want to feel that we can move people, inspire people. And this is the thing, whether it's on media or meeting someone at a bus stop, which is actually how I met my husband. It's true. Absolutely true. Oh, yeah. Is that we want to connect with people, really connect. Not just a shallow connect, which can be yummy and nice, but actually a real connect that someone gets us. Part of our creative soul is that we want to be valued, you know? We want to have something that we value, you know? And maybe other people will value us and appreciate what we're doing as well. And I want to big up the cameraman because he's sitting quietly in the corner and he's here every month doing a really good job. Big up for the cameraman. We want to be inspired. Why? Because it stirs us. You know, it stirs something deep in us that makes being alive bloody worthwhile. You know? Because otherwise it's mundane, it's regular, it's boring, it's bobbing along. What's the point of that? But ultimately, expressing our creative soul is the biggie. Is to be loved. Isn't that why we're all here? Isn't this why we're speaking, why we're listening, why we're changing, how we're failing, we're messing up, we're trying new things, whatever we're doing is to be loved and to love in whatever shape and form that is, and that is a myriad of shapes and forms. So one of the things that gets me in alignment with my creative soul is writing. The other one is I dance. I do a lot of 5 rhythms. So any 5 rhythms students or teachers here, I love that practice. Helen Thatcher does something called Vital Dancer, which completely moves my soul. I'm a laughter teacher, so I laugh a lot. I think laughter is the most intelligent, wisest, highest form of medicine. And my God, I practice it. And I think it's really good for us. It should be on the NHS. It will be. It's coming. It's coming. But what I do, I guess, is I support. I'm a supporter, I'm a mentor, I'm an uplifter, I'm a midwife, I guess, for creative writing for well-being. So I'm not teaching people how to write the next great screenplay. I'm not going to pick people up with a red pen about their grammar or their syntaxes or their paragraphs. I'm not going to get you a publishing deal. Sorry, folks, if you was looking for that one, I'm not your bird. But what I can do is hold a fucking great safe space for you to get pen or pencil on paper. And you might think, oh, I'm doing this already. And if you are, I love you, I applaud you, continue. But you start letting your soul, your creative soul, you start letting it have a voice. And you start checking in with how you're really feeling, how you're really sensing. And it's like we become a flute. We become a flute. I've got a great teacher of mine, Bob Nitch, who's a great medicine man. He's been a professional musician for all his life. And he says when he plays music, he feels like he just allows the music to play through him. And I think anyone can do that, whether they're doing their cleaning, their dancing, their day job, making their tea, making love, making their films, doing their art, doing their painting, blah, blah, blah. Whatever that is, we can allow ourselves to be a float and allow this creative soul of ours to just move through us. But sometimes it can be hard. We can get stuck in our noddle, yeah? Stuck in our noddle with the judgments and limitations, some stuff Alex talked about tonight brilliantly. So what I encourage people to do is to be free, to loosen up, to express themselves. It's going to create more health in their life. Healthiness, happiness, but ultimately the great lover of love is freedom. So we feel free when we write. We can be anything we want to be. You know, we could be the mother, the wife, working in the office, the dancer, the rock star, the bird on the stage. It doesn't matter what all them labels are, but when we write, when we express, we're fucking free. And you cannot beat that feeling. I mean, it's just priceless. I mean, you might find that with your art or with your cooking or with whatever, you know, gets you juicy, basically. So My 3 top tips for you tonight, and there could be 300, but this is only a 10-minute talk. My 3 top tips for you tonight, if you should choose to take this up. And I always work with the premise, I offer people opportunities, not obligations. If you don't want to do it, we're on a planet of free will, that's cool. But if you do want to do it, oh man, you'll never, ever, ever look back. This is my top tips. Number 1. Do something you love every day. Doesn't even matter if it's for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes. Do something you love every day and commit to that. Someone was talking about the word commitment, and I love that, because when we commit to something, we might have all the ups and downs. Hey, we're human, we're going to have ups and downs. We have times where we stop, we don't do it, we go around in circles, we go sideways, we might have leaps forward, we might skid backwards, but we commit to our creative soul. We commit to this soul in this meat suit, in this body. It feels good. We're going to have off days, we're going to have great days. Do something you love every day. Commit to that, people. It's exciting. Gets your juices going. You can be a bit naughty with it as well. Go outdoors. I mean, a lot of us do. We might walk to work, we might go to the car, we might go on the beach. We're really lucky if we live in Sussex, if we live in Brighton. But I mean, seriously, go outdoors, because this is about us connecting with nature, that we are infinitely part of nature. Pick up that feather, feel that pebble on the beach, dip your toes in the water, go and stand by a tree, go and lay on the grass, actually properly go and connect with nature. Technology is wonderful, but it distances ourselves from nature. We are no different from the tree, we're no different from our pet cats and dogs. Get back to nature, people. It feels so good and it connects us to our creative soul. And finally, I dare you to just try something new. My name's Anne O'Keefe. Thank you for listening tonight.